Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you?
What's going on, Clinton?
Standing next to this lovely vehicle in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, and we're going to play a rock and roll show. We're ending our kickoff tour for 2017, the Forever Nameless tour here. That's a good time.
Awesome. Side Stage Magazine appreciates you giving us the time to sit down and do this interview.
We appreciate. I appreciate. I say we, like the other guys are here, but on behalf of the other guys, we truly appreciate.
I got to come out of the gate with it. Shiprock. How awesome was that?
You're
wearing the shirt.
Wearing the shirt. It's really cool because there's like 25 Shiprockers here tonight, but it was an experience like I'd never had. I don't have a lot of anxiety. We play a lot of shows, over the years, and going into Shiprock, I was super terrified about being stuck on a boat with all these people, but it was great, man. It was like it's like a cult that you're welcomed into, like Scientology.
One big happy family.
One big happy
on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
At one point, I asked my fiance, I was like, I wonder how deep we are, and she's like, 16 miles is the ocean floor. I was like, I wish I wouldn't have asked that question.
Yeah, that's probably not a good thing, especially if you're not a fan of being on cruise lines. Hey, I don't blame you, because if there's one thing that freaks me out, it's that. I've been on boats growing up, and it's just like, everybody's like, well, take a cruise. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not getting on no damn boat, man.
Nah, man. Her sister skates for Royal Caribbean, and she lives on a boat. It's crazy.
Oh, wow. 2016, Alien Architect came out, or was released. Did the production differ, possibly, from Revolution Part 1 and 2 and Better Days?
100%. The Evolution would be Southern California EP, Better Days, Revolution Part 1, Revolution Part 2, and then Alien Architect is our discography in order. And we did Southern California in a studio in North Carolina. It took us about 16 hours. We did Better Days in a studio in Memphis, and we moved to Memphis for 9.5 weeks. And, it was full-blown studio production, just like the works every day. Revolution, we worked with Brett Hessla down in Florida in his studio, and it was a new thing, but for Alien Architect, we pretty much did it all on our own. We did everything in the box.
Okay.
If you want to know the truth, that album debuted at number 8 on Billboard, and we did it all on like a $1,000 chain total between the laptop, the interface, and the mic. That was it.
Wow.
I'm ashamed to say that, but I'm not ashamed to say that.
It's still impressive. It's damn impressive.
We did it all in the box, man. I mean, obviously we recorded drums live, but we created all those tones, there's a real guitar parts, but we generated the tones. We went and tweaked them hand by hand and did it all. I mean, we created that thing. We created it.
It's your baby.
It is my baby.
Speaking of the new CD, Wolves and We All Die Alone, first two videos off of there.
They have W's in them.
They do have W's.
Writing on the wall, war on the inside.
Where did the creative birth? Because they're two different concepts for the videos. Where did the creative birth come from that? Is that just out of your head, or did you all collaborate, or?
So every day the cycle for the studio would be, I would get up at like 9:30 in the morning. I would go in and I would start listening down to everything, and I would start writing immediately, and I would write 2 songs a day from the ground up. Like no idea what I was writing, just go in and write the songs, and then I would, as they were finishing tracking that last part, I was on the bus writing lyrics for the song, getting ready to go in. Like that's how fast paced this was.
Wow.
It was crazy fast paced, and Wolves was, it started out being a heavier track a little bit, like it was more of the active rock style that we were not going for, but people had kind of grown accustomed to hearing from us.
Right.
So we went with that, and then I went with a subject matter, which at the time I was having like some issues with some people from our past that were, always trying to put their hands in your pocket or whatever. And, it was kind of a big, can I give the finger?
Yeah.
It was a big to them, but that's where that came from. We All Die Alone in 2015, which was when we were actually writing the album at the end of the year. In that year alone, I had 4 friends commit suicide who suffered from PTSD, and that's where We All Die Alone was birthed from. But Alien Architect is, if you think of it as like a wheel, each song is like a spoke. That's how different they are from the next. It was progressive.
And I would agree with you 100%, because listening to the CD, I was pleasantly surprised because obviously I have everything leading up to it.
Yeah.
And it was interesting to see the different progression. I mean, if that's the right word.
Yeah.
On the different progression of the songs, because it wasn't everything wasn't the same, I guess. I mean, and I know I hate saying cookie cutter because, I mean, a lot of bands have made cookie cutter and they've made well at it.
Yeah.
But it was a nice joy to listen to a CD and have something that each song was kind of something different.
I mean, that's how I wanted it to be. This was the first time that we did. I executive produced the album, and then Jose and I co-produced the album together. So it was from start to finish. It was the first time where I ever had my thumb over it the entire time. So whereas when we did Better Days, it was we paid X amount of dollars to a producer to take us from the garage to radio.
Correct.
And so that's what we paid for. We paid for service, and that happened. And he helped develop me as a songwriter, and Justin did. And then when we went with Brett Hessler, he kind of let me do my own thing, but he was still, Brett was a bass player for Creed. He was Dark New Day. I mean, all the atypical rock bands that you think
Correct.
of when you think of Another Lost Year as like mainstream rock. But so for this album, it was really cool because I had no idea of what I wanted to do. I just wanted to go in and make good music. I don't want to be the heaviest band out there. And the problem with that runs into is when you come to playing the radio game, because you have songs like Beautiful and On that our active rock crowd loves, but you can't take to active rock. You're like, well, what are we supposed to do with it? And to me, Beautiful is a song that if some country artists will release, that's a platinum selling song.
Right.
A lot of these songs, I feel that if Daughtry or Nickelback or anybody were to release them, the exact same song, like they would sell millions of copies of it. You can write the best song in the world, but if nobody hears it at the end of the day, what are you doing it for? And that's the question I had to ask myself. Am I doing this for everybody else, or am I actually writing this for myself? And for me, it was like shedding my skin and being 100% open about everything that I had never been open about before. And that was one thing that I promised about this album, was that I was going to give 100% more of myself than I had ever given before, like just totally open myself up. And I did. I was in love. I was not in love. I thought I'd figured out what I really wanted in life, and it was, and I didn't, man. I'm mid-30s and I have no idea what I want in life, but every day that I write a song and somebody comes up and tells me how it touched them, or they have my lyrics tattooed on them, I don't know, man. For me, that's what it's about. Because I remember being that 13, 14-year-old kid sitting there listening with my tape player, ready to record the song off the radio. Like that was, and those songs, they made me feel something, and I want to be remembered as a songwriter who makes people feel something. And to me, that's the beginning of Alien Architect. Like, it's something way different out there that was designed to do something way different. And that's kind of where the title came from. And
okay. Social media, we kind of touched on it a little bit. Is it a blessing or a necessary evil in the industry, quote, the music business?
Man, anything can be bought. And I'll just say this. I watch bands like All Time Low who don't have any radio play, really. Like, a lot of people don't even know who All Time Low is, but they sold out Wembley in 8 days. I mean, it's one of the biggest bands out there. They're very active on social media, not for necessarily band stuff. So I think it's kind of a double-edged sword, because it allows us to reach people on a large scale, but it kind of depersonalizes it a little bit, so it kind of removes you from the situation. But on the other hand, like when you're so open with your personal life on your personal social media platforms, like, I don't want to say people kind of feel entitled to being a part of your life, but
it gives them the opportunity to maybe be a part of something that they wouldn't have been.
Maybe, yeah. It's like a one of those things you kind of dance around, but it's great. Everybody's Facebook Living now, and you're like, what's the point of going to a show? I can just sit back
and watch it on.
Smoke weed and watch it at home.
A little history of Another Lost Year. As brief as you want to make it? Or?
Yeah, well, this month, April, we're 6 years old. Me and Adam are basically the original members. We started in Charlotte. I was hosting open mics, and I used to be in a cover band. This guy said, you can be in a cover band for the next 10 years, or you can write one song. And I was like, I can just write one song?
One song?
And the first song that I wrote and released, it hit #1. And so I was like, okay, I can do this. But no, And so that's been the progression of us. We've had 3 record deals. We've been, we haven't come out the most profitable out of any of those record deals, but we're standing on our own now. And I think if you really just want to know one thing about us is that we're determined, and we've gone through member changes while in the middle of tour. And
Yes.
a lot of people are like, "Oh, you lose members left and right." Like, dude, we play 250 shows a year. You think that's easy? You should be saying, "I can't believe you guys kept going on after all this
Exactly.
stuff." Like a lot of bands would have given up by now. But man, I'm in it, dude. And I'm a person. I have bad days. I have my days too. Trust me, there are ups and downs. And some days I go in the bathroom in venues and I cry. That's a true story. Like that is me being 100% honest. And we wouldn't be here without the fans. And so that's the history of us. It's all because of our amazing fans that have been there over the last 6 years and seen me and Adam at our best and our absolute worst. Believe me,
I've never seen that. Never in my life.
We've all seen it. They've seen it.
All right, we'll touch on the touring. You just mentioned it. And this is going to be a loaded question, so you can answer whatever you want or whatever you don't want to. 250 plus shows a year.
A lot.
How had the fans' reception been? How had the reception been with the music? And on top of that, how do you manage life on the road?
Man, the fans have been great. We were talking about earlier, off camera about being in the Midwest, not realizing how long we had been gone, and you don't realize like how much you affect somebody's life. I mean, even like with weather, kind of if weather cancels a show, they will be pissed at me. I'm like,
You right?
I did not cause this snowstorm.
No, you
But
didn't.
they, it's all kinds of stuff that happens. So the fans have been very receptive of it. The music's been great. Like, we were in Huntington last night, and we decided to do a couple songs, just jamming some guitar, in the middle of a set, and the whole room singing louder than we could play. And so, that's always great. But as far as keeping a personal life in the middle of it, it's my buddy Adam, who just showed up here.
He showed up with
He
food.
showed up with food too. But maintaining a personal life is tough. You have to have. We've lost a lot of friends. We've lost a lot of family members along the way. Who
I gained a best friend though.
Oh, most definitely did.
Your IMDb page is gonna be so awesome. Sorry.
Oh, that's quite all right. Now, if you had to take a guess, what do you see as in the future? I mean, you just said you're wrapping this tour up, so where do you go from here?
We'll tour again.
right back on tour. We're gonna get a couple days off to regroup and re-up on some stuff. Get our minds right. Take a little break. Go spend some of that personal life that we get.
Play some horseshoes.
Plow some fields. That's a metaphor. If you guys didn't understand that one. And just kind of relax. I hadn't seen my daughter in 2 months, man, and I want to spend some time with her. And I got to go do my taxes. I got to do my taxes.
Yeah, got to do the taxes, man.
Mr. Clinton, you're not saying your taxes this year. But we're hopefully we've been writing and recording nonstop. Just we were listening to some of the arsenal that we've been working on over the last few months today on the way over here, and I see us releasing some more music by the end of the year. I see us, just. Our next step is one major tour. Like we're looking at that upper echelon tour, like a Breaking Benjamin or
Awesome.
a Breaking Benjamin,
U2.
or U2 or
Breaking
Breaking Benjamin.
Our Breaking Benjamin?
I got you on tape, Ben. You said we should tour together. I got you on video when we were on Shiprock together.
I've seen the video.
We were on Shiprock together, and you said
He shows me everything.
we should tour together. And I was
You
like,
said that.
Ben, we should totally tour together.
And you said it. You said, let's do it.
Lastly, finish this sentence. If there's one thing I can't live without.
Adam.
Clinton. I know that sounds really fruity, but like that's the truth. That's the truth. Man.
I wouldn't be here without him.
When I'm having a bad day, there's no one can get me. No one. I can call my brother. I can call my friends, my family. No one can get me out of that. He can come over and just be like, dude, let's go to the gym. Let's go do this. Let's go bowling. Let's go to, and it brings me back down. Now, 95% of the time it's me calming him down. But that other 5%, you don't want to see. You don't want to see.
Everybody thinks I'm the bad one.
He's a nice one. I'm the ass hat.
That one over there.
Right here. Not saying Adam's name, but Adam.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. I know it's getting chilly out here.
What's up? I'm Adam.
I'm Clinton.
And we're another lost year. Thanks to Side Stage Magazine. I've not said the F-bomb, and I realized that I can say that.
You can say that.
Thanks to Side Stage Magazine for fucking hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you, gentlemen, and we will talk at you later.